Good morning, Teasters. Good morning. Laura Divine. You're looking divine this morning. Good morning. Good morning. This is my favorite part of the day is for you watch you guys say hello to each other. I'm not kidding. Did you guys all get a chance to subscribe to Tea with B? We got to get Tea with B up on subscriptions. Okay? I got a little information. Hold on. Got a little interesting information. As you guys know, it's been a little over 4 years since Tea with Pops has been a channel. And I forget, actually, to be honest with you, if I remember correctly, back in the day when I first set up the channel, we had to have X amount of subscribers and have the channel live for a certain amount of time before they would let you broadcast live like we're doing here now and have for almost 4 years. I forget what the requirements were, but obviously we met them back then and we've continued to grow slowly over the years. But whatever the requirements are, I'm going to kind of wait for Michael Allen. Michael Allen sent me an email yesterday, and I want to kind of read it to you guys. All right? And it'll probably help us understand a little bit, and it's going to help Michael. But in the meantime, if you can find it in your heart to get over to Tea with B on YouTube and subscribe. It's really our backup page for here in case anything gets suspended or problematic on Tea with Pops. We have another place to meet. Okay? Glassic wants to do some sandblasting live. Interesting. So, Tea with B. You couldn't find it, Herbie, so do me a favor, Herbs. Write to IG to Brock. You have his IG. There's Brock Lobster right now. Good morning, B. Write to Brock Lobster and he'll get you the address, a link. Okay? The link's on Sandman's Discord too. All right? So let's not make it a lack of effort. There's all kinds of communications we can do to get this thing subscribed to. And I'm asking for that for everybody's benefit. We really do need a backup page. Tea with B is a popular name for shows. Okay. Thank you, Derek Anderson. That's a good idea. Okay, so Michael Allen's here this morning. I want to read something from Michael. We're a community that, give me 5 people that agree with the statement I'm going to make, if you agree with it. Give me 5 people that think we're a community that likes to help each other. Can I get 5 people to agree with that? 21 should, because there's 21 here. But I should take back shoulds. I don't do shoulds. Are we a community that likes to help each other? Joe thinks so. Glassic thinks so. Derek Anderson is a living example of it. Free, are you one of the 5? He'll never let me live that down. So give me 5 people is the official saying of Tea with Pops. Yeah, I have to say it at least. I don't have a quota, but I bet you catch me saying it at least 3 or 4, 5 times a day. Okay. Give me a second. I'm pulling up an email. Was it an email or a DM? Okay. You guys ready? We're here to help each other, am I right? We already agreed. Hey, Pops, this came from Michael Allen, and it's really meant for all of us. Hey, Pops, I was hoping maybe you could help me out with a little help on getting my channel some more subscribers too. Michael Allen. I have a little following of about 400. You're doing good, Michael. That's really good. And I do a Sunday time show, talking about mushrooms, techs, and life. So he has a Sunday brunch show. I'm hoping to get 1,000 subs so I can have a larger reach, and I will be doing a big giveaway. Okay, Sunday brunch, Michael Allen. At 100 subscribers, this is information that he gave us that I'm not current on. At 100 subscribers, a channel reaches the subscribers and 25 unique visitors at 500 and 1,000, that goes way up. I'm completely confused by that. I got to be honest. He didn't do anything wrong, but I don't really understand. He says at 100 subscribers, a channel reaches the subscribers, and at 25 unique visitors at 500 and 1,000, that goes way up. If you don't want to, it's fine, but maybe take a look on my channel and see if you feel comfortable with recommending it, which of course I do. I'm very comfortable recommending Michael Allen's channel. So help Michael Allen. I really don't understand. Brock thought all he needed was 50 to go live. I remembered 4+ years ago, I had to have 1,000 subscribers to go live. So I don't know. All I know is we're trying to get Brock's Tea with B page up and running hard so we can have it useful as a backup page. And in the meantime, we have other people like Michael Allen who's doing the work. When you're out there and you're putting yourself out there like this, I think it's incredibly worthy of support. So we'll need to get from Michael Allen some kind of name for his show. It's called YouTube it's Michael Allen Mycology. At 50, you can go live. There, Michael just said it. At 50, you can go live, but only subscribers see it. Okay, so that's a new twist. Michael, would you put on here what your YouTube is, and everybody can check it as Michael runs it by him? It's at Michael Allen. At Michael Allen. That's it? That's all you have to put in? Did you know the rules? At 50 subscribers, you can go live.
Yeah.
But you can only talk to those 50 subscribers.
Okay.
It won't reach more people. So we have to get more subscribers after that so it can reach a wider audience. But either way, as long as we're reaching our subscribers as a backup page, we're doing what we need to do. Yeah, okay. Sounds good. Okay, thank you guys. Thanks for the input from Michael, and thanks for the support that you guys. And your first live gets a 24-hour delay. That makes sense, Michael. They're going to vet it and make sure your first live isn't out of control. That makes sense. Okay. So if anybody else needs help like that, needs some a shout out, a situational situation, one of the most beautiful things that we do here is help one another. I'll give you another example. I was eavesdropping yesterday. I was peeping in on people's conversations. Yeah, I was eavesdropping. Do you know where the word eavesdropping came from? You know what the eave on the house is? It's that overhanging part of the roof from the outside wall where you up here keeps the rain from coming down. That's the eaves. People would hide in that little area and listen through the window or through the door, and they were eavesdropping on other people's conversations. Eaves, it's Eaves, eavesdropping, right? It's an old household term. So I was eavesdropping, and my heart grew bigger and bigger and bigger as I did it, because I didn't think I was doing anything wrong. I still don't. This particular time. Eavesdropping isn't always the coolest thing to do, but once in a while, when you're feeling like a proud papa and you're just watching the babies play, it's okay. You can watch the little kids play in the nursery and you don't have to break in and you don't have to go get involved. And you can just sit there with the biggest, happiest smile on your face as you're watching the babies play. Am I right? Wait, what's going on with this music? Am I right? What is going on, Pops? There we go. Anybody ever done that? Yeah, nerdy. Have you ever done that where you just sort of are watching, and that is maybe not your kids, but whatever. You're just you don't have to be in the room playing to have just as much fun, maybe more. Give me 5 people that have had that experience. Eavesdropping. Is that a Muppet Baby thing? I didn't know about that. I was eavesdropping yesterday. Pacers does it every day. Sandy, you know what I'm talking about? Well, let me explain. There's this chat group here that the kids have put together. See what I'm saying, Pacers? There's this chat group that the people had put together to originally, from what I understand, was so you guys could secretly have conversations and get together to send Pops a group Christmas present and a group birthday present, which you did, and I'm still incredibly grateful. But that channel is adorable. It is adorable. You people are, because you're still using it. Well, ostensibly, the first purpose was just to get together so you can figure out how to do the gift. But now you're using it and giving more gifts. Now we're using it, and and my favorites were yesterday. Yesterday was so darn neat to watch. Okay, I'm just telling you guys. Wait, this is so amazing. So, oh my gosh. So Trent yesterday asks a question on that channel. What's the longest in Trent here? He asks, what's the longest an Uncle Ben's bag could or should take to fully colonize? I'm at week 9 on ghosts, but it's slow going. Week 9's way too long. But listen, do you think anybody answered him? Do you think anybody answered? I was going to pop in, and Pops has the answers, and I'm Mr. Answer Man. And then all of a sudden I realized I don't need to answer. Those are the answers. These are the conversation regarding that. It was so beautiful. You know who's the biggest teacher on here? You guys, she's all quiet in the back. You know who's the biggest? You know who's on here? Jolie. Everybody give Jolie a round of applause, please. Jolie was teaching class yesterday. Okay? Jolie. Who knew she knew? Right, Waz? Waz was on there. Jolie was on there. Rodman was on there. Who knew? These guys, and they are, I mean, and everything being said, I'm reading through it. They don't know I'm eavesdropping. And everything I'm reading through it, I'm like, this is right on. I don't have to say a word. This is such good info. And better than that, I'm just so proud of you guys. I'm proud of you looking out for each other, leaning on each other, reaching out to each other for help and information. And gosh darn it, Jolie, our hidden resource, Professor Jolie. Okay. We have a backup teacher in class, all right? She's very quiet. The substitute teacher, she's sitting in the back row. Okay. Anyways, it blessed my heart. Jolie, it blessed me. And Trent, your openness and willingness and kindness always shows through everything you say. So if you guys want to eavesdrop, go figure out how to get on that channel. If talk to Niffer Mama, and somebody could probably give you permission to get on that channel. It's adorable. Okay, go get on there and help each other. It was funny as heck because I felt like I was going to have to reach out. It's Facebook, yeah. No, it's Instagram. It's Instagram. Okay? Hit Niffy up. It's not a super private channel, but we do want friends, not wackadoos on there, okay? Anyways, great job. I'm so, can you tell I'm tickled? Can you tell it tickles me? Tickle. It did. Thank you, kids. I'm watching. Pops is watching. My favorite is ghosts. My favorite to grow as well. We're moving into iceberg, and I've always done penis envies. Bizarre tech from the 20th century. The master becomes the eavesdropper. Here, this master becomes an eavesdropper. But I was checking it out too. I was like, I didn't want to jump in with a red pen and correct anybody, and I probably wouldn't have, but I didn't need to. I absolutely didn't need to. Good job. Okay. That comment won't come up. What's that, Billy D? I'm sorry. I'm going to read a couple of weirdo bizarros, and then I'm going to read a neat article that comes at Psychedelics from a metaphysical point of view. The monowheel. The monowheel was invented in 1910, okay, from Europe. It was a giant wheel with the rider inside pedaling to move. Steering was tricky, and the riders risked gerbling around inside the wheel if braking too hard. I think I remember seeing one of those. In 1897, they developed a teleharmonium, which was an early electrical music machine the size of a room. Okay? It weighed 200 tons. So it wasn't a portable device. It transmitted live organ music via telephone lines. The teleharmonium. Okay? What? Okay, how about this one? In the 1950s, in Popular Mechanics, magazines, they were predicting that we would have home-sized nuclear reactors in our homes. We would have individual nuclear reactors in our homes to do our energy. In the 1960s, there was a short-lived game show invention that allowed TV viewers to bet on a wheel from home. Hopes of this interactive gambling TV game ended in legal tangles. It's almost like we play here. I do the spinning, but you're playing it from home. We still don't have it down. In the 1961, Germany had an amphibicar. A German car that doubled as a boat, top speed on the water, 7 miles per hour. Over 3,000 sold, but the public feared leaking in traffic or stalling at sea. In the 1980s, they tried to get a patent, but it didn't pass. On a taser sword. Taser sword, something like Star Wars, huh? It was a fencing saber delivering electric shocks. Jeez. Ow! You win. Ow! Stop! I give. Ow! No! It rejected it. Patent office rejected it after testers realized fencing already had enough zaps with the electronic scoring. Those fencers, when they get electronic scoring, they're already getting a little zap. I didn't know that. They tried to invent, or they tried to produce and put out there for mass production a baby cage. A baby cage. I think they use them for dogs now. Attached to apartment windows, so babies got fresh air above the streets. You would hang the baby cage out the window, put the baby in it, and now you're getting some free fresh air out there, baby. Didn't Michael Jackson try that once with one of his babies? No, I didn't go there. I didn't go there. Okay, baby cage, Freddie. Recent ridiculous gadgets. I'm just going to run down a real quick list because we have to get to work. The selfie toaster. No, there was not a selfie toaster. There was not a selfie toaster. A device that burns your face into the bread. What? You send a photo to the company and they create a custom metal plate. You take that custom metal plate and you put it in your toaster. Who wants to eat my face? No. Okay. Imagine like having a dinner, a bunch of people over for dinner. And you serve toast. It's all got your face on it. In 2013, they made an iPotty. An I, like iPhone, an iPotty. It was a potty training seat with an iPad holder. What? It encouraged toddlers to game while doing their business. Some parents called it genius and others were horrified. Wait a minute, honey. Here, sit in your seat. Now you can't get up until you go. But Mom, don't worry about it. Stick a phone on a holder in front of them. They could play, I don't know, Angry Birds or something. How to keep their kid on the toilet. That is so wrong. Matthew, if he did it in the cage, isn't there about a six-story drop? No, you're not allowed to do. You have to do this before you get in the baby cage. Okay, trust me. You don't want to do it after. Okay, one more. Are you guys laughing at this, or am I laughing at myself over here? Seriously, are you guys cracking up? I'm cracking up. An umbrella drone. We have an umbrella drone. In 2016, they tried it. It follows you overhead to shield you from rain. There it is. There's your... Wherever you go, it goes. That should work. Okay. That one I want. It follows you overhead to shield you from rain. Okay, sketchy battery life plus windy days equals comedic scene. I can see it. There's options there. Maybe you just have to have it tethered somehow. I don't know. I didn't think of the wind. I didn't. Go catch my drone. I'm getting wet. Give me 5 people that want me to tell you a couple more. That's it. If you're interested. If you don't want to hear any more, we can move on. Give me 5 people that feel like it would be a good idea to hear just 2 more. Okay, I can move on. But I want to tell a couple more. I really do. Okay. Keep it rolling, Aaron. Pops, where'd you find this list? We had in 2017, I make you guys do that just so I see if you're paying attention. Okay. In 2017, we had something called a smalt. A smalt. Pops, what's a smalt? Well, it's a smart salt shaker. It's called a smalt. It played music, it glowed, and it poured salt via an app. Because shaking salt is just too old by hand, it's just too old-fashioned. How does it work? By an app. I'd like 3 pinches of salt, please. And then what? It has to be something. What do you do? Pass your thing underneath it? Somebody look up Smalt 2017. We need to know more about that one. Okay? We have the Pet Cube. We knew about that one. It's a webcam and a laser pointer combo for remote pet play. A big hit with the cats, and the dogs didn't care a thing about it. One more. Let's do, if we've got a smalt, we're going to also have a smark. Okay? What do you think a smark is? What do you think a smark? I just made it up. It's called a smart fork. A smart fork. Tracker, it tracks your eating speed. Wait. It tracks your eating speed and it vibrates if you're eating too fast. Wait, slow down. Are there speed settings on it? Do you get to decide? Who decides the correct speed? I'm confused. You get a guilt trip all the way through dinner, Jolie. What the hell? You're eating too fast. You slow down. What would it do if you were going too slow? I don't know. It'd poke you. That is funny. Okay. These are so stupid. In 2015, we had walk accelerators. It was important. It was important. Debriefing for better. It was important to accelerate your walking. So you had clip-on walk accelerators for your shoes. They claimed to double your walking speed. How the hell does that work? What? You clip these on your shoes and you go twice as fast. Early testers wobbled like Bambi on ice. Boom, down. Boom, down goes Pops. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm gonna do one more. We're gonna do these smart ones are hilarious. They were working hard in the 2010s through the 2020s to come up with the new thing. So somebody decided, hey, if we're gonna worry about how fast we eat, shouldn't we be comfortable after we eat? So they came up with a smart belt. A smart belt. 2015. It was called the Belty. Belty. It automatically loosens or tightens after meals. Why would it tighten? Automatically loosens or tightens. Some called it the laziest invention ever made. Okay? While others praised its post-buffet comfort factor. You lean back after a big meal and you don't have to change anything. Tomorrow we're going to talk about futuristic concepts that are real. Okay? Be prepared. You think this stuff's been goofy. There's futuristic concepts that are real. So stay tuned. Belties and smalts and oh my goodness, I love stuff. You guys having a good day? Give me 5 people that are having a good day. Do I see Greg Avery here this morning? Welcome, Greg. Give me 5 people that are having a really good day today. Okay? Let's start our mornings out laughing and finding out what we can do to be good to one another like you guys were yesterday. And that's on our great little chat channel. And then tomorrow, it's going to be fun. Tomorrow, futuristic concepts that are real. Think flying taxis. Up, Pops, be quiet. I got my Tricycle Day newsletter, and I was flipping through it, and there's a couple of things I want to cover on from it. There's one article that's absolutely fantastic, and then there's this second one at the end of the newsletter. They always put in this almost like a note from an editor article. And I always love it. I almost run straight to it and read it before I read the rest of the newsletter. And this is the end of the article newsletter, and it dovetails into this article that I want to share. It'll probably take me 2 days to share that article between today and tomorrow. But listen to this. 99 problems, but psychedelic ain't one. Hate to say it to y'all, but we've been putting psychedelics in a box. Don't get us wrong. There's no question treating depression and PTSD is important work. But can we admit these molecules are capable of much more, right? Who thinks the molecules, psilocybin molecules, psychedelic molecules, are capable of more than just helping with depression and PTSD? And we do sort of put it in that box. You know what I mean? I get what he's saying. And we might put it in that box to sell it to legislation. But when we do that, we're not giving it the full benefit of its benefits. The Center for Minds, for one, is going there. They launched the most ambitious study of psychedelics and creativity in 60 years. Working with UT Dell's medical school, they're looking into how psilocybin can enhance creative problem solving, which could impact domains like science, technology, and beyond. At the heart of their research is something called the flux, 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 right, Kimberly? The flux hypothesis. Flux stands for fluency exaggeration. So their research is on the flux hypothesis. Basically, it suggests psychedelics supercharge our ability to process and connect information. Supercharge the ability to process it. Here's how it works. Flow state. Psychedelics temporarily quiet the hippocampus's control over the cortex, leading to freer information flow. I could show you on our brain model tomorrow. We're opening up that channel for information. It's a easier, faster flow. The sweet spot. This creates an optimal balance between novelty and familiarity, helping us see old problems in a new way. I personally experienced this when I started microdosing and growing mushrooms. I was constantly holding on to and remembering other ways to do it and creating new ways. Coming up with my own, not having to pay attention to how other people did it. But I had a complete new ability to create this new concept. And this is on a micro scale. Breakthrough. We find more cognitive flexibility, and if we're lucky, innovative solutions to complex challenges. That's good, what Fred just said. You get a lot of fresh starts. Now, this isn't totally new territory. Back in 1966, researchers gave LSD to a bunch of professionals trying to crack through a technical problem. And most of them did find the solution. But then the war on drugs happened, and this whole line of research went dark. So why now? In case you haven't noticed, we're facing some pretty big challenges as a species. Climate change, artificial intelligence, sustainable energy. These aren't the kind of problems that you solve thinking in a box. Best line of the article. And who knows? Maybe if we tackle an existential threat to humanity or two, people wouldn't be as depressed or as anxious anyways. Just a thought. Love that article. Okay? Great article. They're doing the clinical research right now, connecting creativity to psychedelic use. So we're looking at it from therapeutic perspectives, but we're also looking at it from problem-solving perspectives. And dare I say, we would probably be bringing more communities together too. Dare I say. There's an article in here, I'll only get through part of it probably today. It's extremely good. Because this is somewhere that I've been in my mind, but I didn't know how to put it down in words. So I grok this article, I connect to it, I understand it. What makes the psychedelic experience so healing? What makes it so healing? Well, obviously there's chemicals involved. But where's the healing coming from, quote unquote? This article has an amazing perspective. I'm going to go ahead and read part of it today, and we'll finish it up tomorrow. What makes psychedelics experience so healing? A key word in there was experience. Every day before leaving for work, Danny Brown would set up a time lapse in front of his window to capture the day outside while he was in his office. When he got home, he could witness all that he missed that day while he was locked into the computer during the day. It was a grand shift in perspective that created a need to change my way of thinking, Brown told Salon in a phone interview. For me, that change was from a daily experience to almost this overview effect. Like nature kept going today while I was focused on an expense report. Or this cold front moved in and I didn't even notice it. Eventually, Brown left his job so that he could return to school to study the feeling where it came from and whether it had the power to heal the body and mind. I realized the feeling I was getting from the time lapse and what I was tapping into, wait for this, you're gonna get it. What I was tapping into was awe. A-W-E, the first part of awesome. I was tapping into awe. Have you ever experienced awe? Kind of a Grand Canyon awe thing? Awe. The feeling of awe can wash over you watching the sunset or standing next to a gigantic redwood tree. It can arise when you're watching your child take their first step, or even when holding a loved one's hand as they pass. I experienced awe, not Grand Canyon awe, but a beautiful awe, reading you guys teaching each other mycology on your group chat. I experienced that. I'm not joking. That's what I tapped into. I didn't even know. I can put a word to it now. There's awe to it. It's like, this is amazing. This doesn't just happen. This is amazing. Defined as a feeling of reverential respect mixed with fear or wonder. Awe is not inherently positive or negative, but it's a complex emotion associated with meaningful experiences by everyone at some point in their life. Awe occurs when we experience vastness, which could be triggered by something perceptual like walking through the Grand Canyon, or something conceptual by understanding a big idea with widespread implications, or seeing your group chat together and grow in love. That wasn't in the article, but I added that one. Dr. David Jadins, Johns Hopkins Associate Professor of Psychiatry and Behavioral Sciences, who studies altered states of consciousness. Experiencing that vastness is ultimately about recognition, recognizing our own smallness to the world around us, or perhaps recognizing ourselves in others. Does anybody here think I recognize myself in Jolie yesterday and others? Give me feedback on that. Do you think I recognized myself? That's awe. Then there's a need to understand or accommodate that experience into your existing psychological schema. Yaden told Salon in a phone interview. Basically, you have to attend to the experience. It has to matter to you some way. Experiencing awe has been shown to have an impact neurologically. In one 2019 study, experiencing awe was associated with reductions in activity in the brain's default mode network, which is associated with self-reflective thought, and it also helps you identify where your body's boundaries are relative to the external world. There are often feelings of connectedness related to awe, and this is a bit of speculation, but you can imagine that these alterations to your body's boundaries may lead themselves to feelings of enhanced connectedness. When I'm experiencing that awe, I'm more connected. I'm more connected. I'm experiencing the connectedness, not an isolationness, which is very, very a big part of many health diseases, mental health diseases. Being unconnected, being isolated, being different. When I'm experiencing awe, I'm more connected. I'm connected with the universe. I'm connected with internal cycles. I'm connected with the people I'm connecting to. This is a result of awe. This also might be why awe could be a useful tool in promoting mental wellness. Self-focus and rumination are the root of many mental health issues, like anxiety and depression. And experiencing awe can, in a way, free the mind from some of those invasive thoughts, said Dr. Keltner, the faculty director of the Greater Good Science Center and a psychology professor at UC Berkeley. He has also written a book about awe. Awe could reduce feelings of isolation or loneliness by promoting a sense of interconnectedness, said Dr. Alice Chirico, the director of the Experience Lab at the Catholic University of Milan, who studies awe. Awe helps us experience, listen to this, we talk about ego death. That's the way we use, those are the terms we use in our community. Ego death. Is ego death awe? Does awe cause ego death? I'm going to say yeah. Yeah. Awe. It helps us experience the so-called sense of small self, where individuals feel part of something greater, which naturally reduces self-reverential thinking and rumination, which are key drivers of depression. This self-transcendence is also the heart of psychedelic research. A large portion of people who undergo psychedelic therapy report experiencing mystical experiences, which often include the sense of awe. Although mystical experiences may bring to mind religious or spiritual connotations that inherently conflict with the scientific paradigm, these experiences, whether reached through psychedelics or something like meditation, have been objectively tested and shown to have lasting impacts on psychological functioning. Nevertheless, some psychedelic researchers have suggested that the therapeutic effects of psychedelics could still take place without the trip or experience part of the psychedelic experience. But this idea is debated in the field, with others saying this self-transcendent experience is central to the benefits of the psychedelics provide. And they are likely far more effective if the experience element is integrated. The experience element is integrated. I think it's necessary for the full and enduring therapeutic effects, Yaden said. I think to lock in long-lasting, persisting changes, you need shifts in your emotions, attitudes, and beliefs about yourself and the world. I think, this is Pops, that's what microdosing does. It's that daily, small input, 5 times a week, take a little break. It's that input that keeps it all working for me. There's another half of this article. We're going to pick it up tomorrow. Give me 5 people that think this, so far this has been awesome. I just made that up. It's a pretty good article. We have to understand what awe is. There's so many places in our life we can experience awe if we open ourselves up to it. And the more open we are to experiencing awe, the more awe we will experience. It's a beautiful cycle right there. Okay? We're going to read the rest of that article tomorrow. We've got to jump over to our reading this morning. So far, I'm looking for a little bit of feedback. So far, how many people have liked the readings from The Magic of Surrender? We've been reading out of this for the last week or two. I love the idea of starting out as a baby being love. I keep going back to that. But this guy really puts a lot of neat ideas together. And today's idea is super duper neat. It's been a pretty good book, right? We'll stick with this one for a few more readings. Thank you guys for the feedback there. If you happen to have the book and you happen to be following along, I'm on page 117. Okay. Nerdy cracked me up. Nerdy sent me a picture either yesterday or the day before, picture of this book. I think it was a library book. He goes, look what you made me do. And I'm like, well, that's awesome. Power. What if I told you that miracles are not extraordinary? I had a story about miracles. I won't share it today, but I saw a miracle, quote unquote. I mean, this is a water to wine type of miracle, a healing miracle. Maybe I'll share it with you tomorrow. So a story comes with it, but I saw a miracle in my early 30s. Watched it. I was like, I can't believe what I just saw. Later on, I've rationalized it, and I've come up with 100 different rational reasons for what I saw. And if I still look at it again, I still think I saw a miracle. What if I told you that miracles are not extraordinary? That miracles are, in fact, simply the natural order of things. When I say miracles, I'm not talking about turning water into wine. I'm not referring to winning some impossible lottery ticket or some far-out supernatural healing. Sometimes we get so distracted looking for exotic shamans and psychics speaking to the dead. When we believe miracles are otherworldly, outside of our daily experience, only for the select few or the holy ones, we deny the fact that they're happening to us, in front of us, around us, each and every day. Each and every day. Let's stop looking for a miracle and realize you are one. That's beautiful. Stop looking for a miracle and realize you're one. Stop praying for a miracle and instead do what Nerdy just mentioned. Don't look for one, be one. To be able to look into your child's eyes, is this not a miracle? Boom. Just a zebra walking by in the morning. Oh, he woke up. Warm little feeling. That's a miracle. To be able to see the whole rainbow of colors, is that not a miracle? To be able to make love and feel deeply connected with another person, is that not a miracle? To see humans who were literally strangers come together, is that not a miracle? Watching people teach each other how to grow mushrooms on a channel yesterday, was that not a miracle? Let's be clear. There is nothing ordinary about this life. In fact, when you simply focus on the miracle that is your life, then you begin to realize the miracle every moment already is and has been all along. We just didn't see it. We weren't looking through miracle eyes. We were looking for eyes, for selfish eyes, self-centered eyes. We just didn't see it. Then your eyes are open to see, and now you can experience all the profound beauty around you. There's beauty in every relationship. Remember, we said yesterday, every single person we come in contact with is our soulmate. Looking at life that way is miraculous. I know some of you might be skeptical. I know some of you might want to rely on science and believe only which you can verify, quantify, and measure with your mind. I'm Mr. Empirical himself. Not so much anymore. But stay with me for a moment. When we embrace the idea that miracles are not only possible, but that you're already a living one, that you yourself are proof, then we become available for more. It's then we can access our magic. Miracle power. We're the miracle. Group's a miracle. Communicating kindly instead of in your old passion, in your old programmed way. That's your miracle. Practicing when you didn't ever practice before. That's a miracle. A miracle doesn't have to be changing water to wine. Have a great day. I'll see you guys here tomorrow. We're going to finish that article. We'll have a couple more readings. Oh, and we have to talk about crazy technology of the future. Thank you, homeboy. Nice to see you here. Okay, you guys go have a beautiful, beautiful day. And as I'm going to scroll you guys out of here, thank you for being here. You bunch of soulmate miracles. Melody, I want to help too. Sanum and Notorious and Greenie. There you go, Notorious. And Greenie and Rhizomorph. There are no expectations. Remember that part. No expectations. We don't have them. Nerdy, definitely don't have them. Just practice being your best. Joe D's and Sanum and HB. And Michael Patterson, that's absolutely right. Homeboy and HB. You bet, Rizo. And Katie and Cole. And Green Tables and Cleany. There's my guy. And Classic. He's going to be showing us some sandblasting. Jeffrey Amon. And Sanum and Jolie. Jolie, I'm proud of you. Sandman, Herbie, Bear, Trenty, you're the man. Niffy, Billy D, Derek Anderson, thank you, my good friend. Jeffrey and Kimberly, IKA. Nerdy, Exceptional, Exception, 5280, I love her. Shy, Jay Hurst, thank you. Sanum and Michael Patterson. Laura, have a divine day. Shy and Cat Meowzilla. And Cody Rose. Cody? Is that Cody Rose? Sanum in the Wazzy. Was. And Pacers love you back. And Calico. And Mush Hunter. And Rizo and Pops. Peace. 4 things. Being impeccable with our word. We can make a lot of miracles when we're using this thing impeccably. Don't take things personal. Don't have expectations. And just do your best. 4 little simple things are going to get you through today. Flying like an angel on a miracle cloud. Have a great day.